My name is Glenn Delve, and I am actually at a place called Saxon Gate in Southampton. And we are in what used to be an office block that is just at the beginning of its conversion into 41 apartments. The reason I wanted to make this video today is to talk about one of the issues that you can come across when you are converting properties. We are working with an existing envelope. We don't have the luxury of starting from scratch. And what we're doing is we're fitting living spaces into an existing building. And the architects will work very hard along with yourselves to put out a fantastic layout that works really well. And on paper, it can all look fantastic. But the big problem and the question that you want to answer as soon as possible is, do those layouts on paper work just as well in practice, in the actual flesh of the actual building? Because often you'll find that what looks good on paper doesn't work in real life. And we have a couple of examples for you that we want to show you today of how you can save yourself time and money by discovering these things early. So just before we start walking through, why are we doing this again? We don't want to just let the contractors crack on and start building and start spending lots of money and then look at something and think, oh no, we need to move that door or we need to do things differently. Because the later you make changes, the more money it's going to cost. So what we do and what we recommend you do is as soon as the building is stripped out, you have the contractors spray the layout on the actual floor, on the unit, and then you must walk it as though you're going to live in it. So we're going to pan out now and we're going to walk through a unit. So you'll see here that this on the floor here says S6, that's the number of the apartment, and this is the front door. So this is a communal corridor and we're coming into the actual unit. I'm going to move this piece of wood, which has been very helpfully left here by our contractors. So as we come through the door, we've got a storage cupboard in front of us. That may have some space for cloakroom and so on, but it's also going to have things like boilers and consumer units in there. We then walk through, and what we've got is a door on the right into a bathroom, and then a door in front of us with a bedroom with a window. So you can immediately see that as you come through, the layout works quite well in terms of there's my bed and bath area, and then there's another door to the left. And if we go through that door, we end up with our kitchen area at one end in that corner, and then we end up with our living space in that corner. And again, with a nice, big, bright light window. Now, one immediate question here is, have we got the dimensions right? Is the living room too narrow and the bedroom too wide? Here we've probably got it just about right. But when you see it in real life, they're the kind of questions that you can be asking. Think about how they're going to live. When they arrive with their shopping, how are they going to come in? They come in through the front door, put their shopping straight into the kitchen. That works okay. Where are their guests going to use the bathroom? Because ideally you don't want guests walking through bedrooms to go to the bathroom. So if a guest comes in, they go straight from the living room into the corridor and out to the bath. So this unit worked well. When we walked through the unit, we didn't have to change a thing. But what we're going to do is walk you through the building, and we're going to go and have a look at a unit where we did discover a problem. So follow us through. You'll see that this building goes a little bit up and down. And I'm going to try and keep my camera lady safe. Well done. So we're coming down the stairs. Just watch your step. One of the funny things about this building is we had a lot of stairwells. It was a very unusual office. It was actually split into 6 different units, and every unit had its own staircase. So we've actually ended up taking out 3 staircases. And if you just have a quick pan round, look at the space here. 3 of these spaces got released back for accommodation. So always think, is there more I can take out? So I'm just going to let my camera lady find her feet. For those of you who don't know, my business partner is Justine. She is our camera lady, so say hello, Justine. Hello. Mind all the lovely. So we're now just below where we were upstairs, but we're going to come through into some units in here. This unit here is very typical of how we as commercial conversion developers make money, because we're able to create smaller units. But the thing with smaller units is you have to be very precise and you have to think very hard about how people live. Now, we've just come through the front door, and this is the living space, and the kitchen is over here against that wall. And that works well. We've got lots of light coming in. We've got the storage area here. But in this building, we have one huge flank wall where we can't get windows in. So I'm going to spin round, and the camera lady's going to move, and I'm going to swap with Justine, because I am now standing in the bedroom. We've got a storage cupboard where clothes, ironing boards and vacuum cleaners go here. And we've got our shower room here. Now, first thing to note is, because this is a very small unit, this is 30 square metres, we don't have a separate bathroom. So any guest coming in would have to come through the bedroom to get to the bathroom. That's not ideal, and we only do it on our smaller units. But the other thing is that you'll see here on the floor a D. This was scheduled to be a door. But the bed is going to go against this wall. A bed is about 2 metres deep. 1, 2. The problem immediately becomes obvious. Where is that door going to open to? It's going to open into the bed. At best, it's going to make getting around the bed tricky if the door is anything but fully closed. And imagine again a handle on the side. You can imagine in the middle of the night getting up and trying to walk through this space, catching your hip on a door handle here. And worst case scenario, people just coming out and smacking the door straight into the bed. It just didn't work. So what we've had to do is actually say to the contractor, before we've even started, can we have a price please for changing these doors to pocket doors? So we're going to have pocket sliding doors in here, which will work much better. Other options. Well, the door was originally a 900 door. We could drop down to a 762. Probably wouldn't go any smaller than that. Now, this change at this point would be fairly easy to sort out. The contractor can't really put us over a barrel because we have a number of solutions. We could go with just a smaller door. So we should get a realistic price for the pocket door. And by making that call early, the architects can respond, the contractor can change their purchasing, and nothing really has gone wrong with that, and we've saved ourselves a lot of hassle. When we walked through another unit, what we found was that in the original design, we had a window that we hadn't banked on, so we had more light, so we were able to take something out that saved us some money. And these are all the things that you get just by spraying up the units and walking them, but you must bear in mind that you need to walk them as though you are living there and think about how the people are living. So let's recap on what we talked about today. You need to find out whether the plans on paper work just as well in real life. And the best way to do that is get your contractors to spray the floors up, walk the units as though you live there, identify the issues early, get them changed if you need to early before it's hassle and before the contractor has ordered things in their purchasing, and you will save yourself a lot of time, a lot of money and a lot of aggro. I hope you found that helpful. Please do check out our other videos. It's been great to talk to you today, and bye for now.